house. They brought me to like the guidance counselor's office or whatever. My mom was there to meet me. They explained that, well, they didn't go over to play video games. My friends went over and were fooling around with a gun. And, well, they didn't know if that gun was loaded. And my friend Noel got shot. And he died. And I don't think death ever hit me. Ever hit me. As much as that moment. Like, it never became real because, we hear about it, we see, older people. Oh, they're in their 80s, 90s. Yeah, they're supposed to die now. Let them go. That was my best friend. We did everything together. And it just wasn't real. No matter how much I tried to think about it, I was like, wow. Like, no, he's going to come in tomorrow, sit down next to me. Or we're going to, go to baseball practice today. And all of us can relate to this. Maybe you didn't have a best friend who passed away. I pray not. Maybe you had a mother, father, sibling. Maybe you had a role model, teacher. Death is permanent. That's the first time in my life that I understood that. And when we die with sin, there's a consequence. Now there's two types of sin though. Mortal sin and venial sin. Venial sin kind of slowly chips away at us. Alright? It slowly wears us down. And then mortal sin, nice cool side effects. And mortal sin separates us from God though. That's good right there. So, what I was thinking was about plants. So, I bought this plant pot. Okay. I bought this pot. And I was thinking it's a lot like sin because, is this brand new, pretty shiny, no chips? It's nice. It's nice. That's right. All right. Brand new, shiny, no chips. Venial sin kind of works like this. You put a pot outside, like those ones right outside the door. The weather gets to them. They start to chip kind of around the top, right? Yeah? Yeah. Slowly wear down. And over time, more and more chips, what eventually will happen to the pot?
It will break.
It will break. Thank you, Jesus. It will break. That's how venial sin works. It slowly kind of chips at us. Like, they're not as big. It's not like you killed anyone. But gossiping. All these things, they lead to more and more and more. Until we open ourselves up to more severe sins. But mortal sin separates us from God. Separates. Severs. Breaks. And the mortal sins we enter into, alcohol, drugs, sex. A lot of bad stuff. And we enter into it. And we just keep on filling our pot with this. Filling our pot. And we don't realize all along that we're harming ourselves. And you know what eventually happens? It breaks. Filled with all our sin, everything that happens, it breaks. And no matter how hard I try, hold this. No matter how hard I try, can you put this back together for me? No, right? No. You can't put it back together. It's broken. It's shattered. It's separated. Because mortal sin does that. It's not little chips. It breaks. It destroys our relationship with God. That was us. Pure, holy, everything. And mortal sin breaks us. Separates us from God. I want you guys tonight to get that concept in your mind. For the wages of sin is death. Not little chips, not little fun moments. Death. Broken pieces. That pot will never exist. There's no way, even after tonight when I have to sweep it up, and I sweep it into a pile, I find every little piece. Will it ever be just like it was when it was new? No. Exactly. It won't be. But yet that's what we do. So often. That's what we do. That's what we do to ourselves, guys. Time and time again. Time and time again. And there's 4 specific ways that was intense. 4 specific ways that we sin. This is what the church teaches. We sin through our thoughts. I have bad handwriting, don't worry about it. Deeds. Words. Omission. Thoughts. When we think about somebody, impure. When we gossip about somebody. When we think in our head, oh, that girl's such a, or that guy's such a, I just want to punch him. Or after our little brother comes up, hey, can you help me with homework? And you're thinking in your head, I just want to flick you off like a little bug. Thoughts. We sin with our thoughts all the time. Deeds. What do you think deeds? Yeah, like what? Probably go more towards words, but fighting, stealing. Kill. Sure, those are the big ones. Fight, steal, kill, words, cursing, cutting someone down. Why do you think we do the 429? Because I go to the schools. I grew up in New Jersey, all right? It's not the best place in the world. It's just like the Jersey Shore, actually. And that's not a very good place. With our words, we cut so many people down every day. Even the ones we love the most. Because you know what? It builds, right? Frustrations build. You know you're having a bad day, right? And if you're trying to go along, you're trying to be happy. You're like, my youth minister said, okay, I'm having a bad day, I'm going to pray to God, it's all going to work out. And you know, one person's bothering you, and you're like, okay, I'm not having the best day, if you could just, I'm going to be over here, if you could stay over there. And you know, and you go back to your stuff, and then they bother you again, and you're like, hey, I'm not having the best day, if you could stay over there, and I'm going to stay over here, right? And then the third time, they even just walk up to you, and you're like, stay over there! Shut up! Just like that. We freak out on them. Like, don't touch me! But they're not even touching you. It's true. Right? We cut so many people down. Even somebody that's like, I just wanted to offer you a piece of gum. Maybe that's what they said. But we do that. And then omission. This is one that we forget about a lot. You ever leave something out of the story? Your mom ever say, you know, hey Joey, why were you late coming home from school today, buddy? And I'm like, well, you know, I just got stuck in my teacher's classroom, and then, you know, we were chatting, and then I got home. And then I forgot to miss the part that I said, well, after that I went to Sonic with my friend for about 2 hours, then I popped the wheelie home.